Back again, Black Queen. Back again.
We are. And we're back at the perfect time. We are damn near halfway done with Black History Month.
That's right. On the way, baby. All right. That's what Black people say when they an hour away, but they really say,
I'm right around the corner. It's like, oh, okay.
I think we're back right on time. I think it's perfect.
It's the benediction, but all right.
We're on the way. I definitely have family members who show up at the end. I'm not them. I'm not that bad, but.
Okay.
We back.
Speaking of Black history, we are back in a time that people are revisiting. Is she one of the first supermodels to ever really make a show? I believe so.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about
one of the first Black supermodels to ever make a show.
I think so. I think it was. The way that she said it, the way that she set it up in the doc, she was like, all you have your magazines, but I have a TV show. I can reach so many more people than your magazines. Let me show you beautiful. That's what she said. That doc is crazy, man.
Being a preteen in that era.
I didn't watch.
I watched, I believe, almost every season, probably like not the last 4, when the show like was just doing spontaneous, outrageous things, and I was like, model. Yeah, I was like, all right, and we're not doing
Morocco's next top model.
Seeing the things that are now deemed not okay and not cool. It made they weren't. It made a lot of sense back then because this is the reality TV that people wanted to see.
That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted.
They wanted you to,
Then George Floyd died and everybody developed a conscience. I'm sorry. Then it was Me Too. Then everybody developed a conscience. But before that, come on, don't front like everybody was.
And don't get me wrong, it was outrageous back then as well. Yes. With everything that was going on, like definitely putting white people in blackface to do a photo shoot was very outrageous.
That was crazy. You don't got no friends. That's how you know you ain't got no friends. Nobody pulls you to the side and said you don't got nobody on your team. You got yes people around you. Nobody said hey.
Right, but people still tuned in, and I believe that's what drove it to go. Like, you know what we need? Another season, because people were still watching. I know I was tuning in.
I watched part of that season with the girl with Shandy. I watched part of that, and I watched part of Eva's season. And then that was just too much reality TV for me. I was like, well, good for you though, Tyra. But
it was a lot of calling women who were over 121 pounds fat.
That Janice Dickinson, she was she would tell, she was like a bad pastor. Like, you over here telling people how to live, but then you go on to reality TV shows and you be the worst one. You be the worst, drunkest, drugged up, messiest, sloppiest castmate on the shows.
I wanted to literally spit in that woman's face every time I saw her.
She's the worst. So, yeah.
But, good TV. And now we have people who do flips, tricks, and all this stuff like that for shock value, for, to go viral, to these things. So these things are still really happening in the world. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not like this happened back then. It's like,
I don't know. I mean, is it? I feel like reality TV is kind of like calmed down some, and like in that you're either gonna go fully there and go to Zeus and just like do it.
I was about to say, have you met my friend Zeus over there and whatever the hell network that is?
Or if you're on network TV, they're like, okay, we understand that we can't get away with as much as we used to. We might need to tone it down some. Like the best reality TV show I watch now is Traitors. And I was really not trying to get into it, but I gave it a shot. That is what that television was made for. Shows like that. That is top tier reality, but just television in itself. And that's the kind of thing I think that networks are going for. Like, they're more of like game shows and stuff like now than like with The Bachelor. They're pushing it with The Bachelor because they know that somebody just waiting to be like, so it's nasty if Flavor Flav does it, but y'all could do it over here on on ABC. They just waiting to get canceled. That's a show waiting to get
I
canceled.
stay away from ABC. Anything within the channel 1 to 10 range.
The View.
Give me WeTV
I watch The View.
and Love After Lockup. That's where I'm at with it. You talk about some traders. Yeah, please.
No, that's top tier. That's top tier television.
Let me get them prison pen pals and how they have life right after. That's what I'm tuning into.
Oh, you're talking about
That's my reality TV.
All right, okay. 90 Day Fiancés and whatnot.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I said love after lockup. There's also love during lockup and life after lockup. And I'm tuning in for all seasons.
I'm actually over here telling all these lies like I didn't just get finished watching my guilty pleasure, The Real Housewives of Potomac. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Let's start the show.
I've been working all night. Now I need to hear you call my name. Where you at? On the way. How far? On the way. Popping on the way. How far we take it all the way? Yeah. I've been going all day and now I need to hear you say my name.
Welcome back to another episode of the On the Way podcast, where we give it to you straight. In this space, we won't say anything behind your back, and we won't say to your face. We keep you up to date with the latest music, news, and everything related while you are on the way. I'm Sylvee.
I'm Khalil.
And this is the On the Way podcast. You can listen to this podcast on your way to filing your tax returns.
I know that's right. You can listen to this podcast on your way back across the country to the East Coast.
But either way, anyway, this is the On the Way podcast. Black King Khalil, how are you?
Let me tell you something. Happy Black History Month to you, Black Queen, okay?
Thank you.
I'm going to watch what I say. But sometimes you're just reminders in life that just make you so... Life is not easy. Nobody said it was going to be. God didn't say the path was going to be easy, especially for us. White people made sure of that. But I sometimes just wake up every day. Sometimes I'm reminded, I wake up so grateful to be nothing but black. You hear me? Our customs, the way we uphold ourselves, our households, the standards that we have. But I'm just grateful.
Amen.
You know, and Karen's home. And Dr. Wendy, we're praying for you. And yeah, I'm here. I'm on the I'm on the East Coast right now. I'm here for a couple months doing some work because the rent is still due back west. But as artists, we go where the work is, and here we are.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Black Queen Sylvee Jones, how are you?
I'm doing well today, Khalil. Happy to be here, back in our space, back on our Black Ass show. It feels good to be back for the first time in 2026. And yeah, it feels really good. I feel like within the time that we were gone, we've gone through weather changes.
Oh my God.
We've gone through, it's been an Arctic frost.
I
It's
was
actually
so glad I was not here for
springtime
that.
right now on the East Coast, where I'm at. It's actually pretty spring.
I'm in
It's
DC.
a nice
It's
high,
turning.
45.
It's 50. Yeah, it's getting warmer. I came just the right time.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that whole little rat groundhog was talking about, but y'all need to stop taking that little nigga out when he's trying to hibernate and asking them questions.
I talked to y'all 3 weeks ago. You said it was 1 degree. So that's none of my... And I was so grateful once again that was none of my black ass business no more.
Man. Anyways, I don't know what the hell that was. That was Twilight. Anyways, back to feeling good and feeling well. And yeah, just embracing the first quarter of the year and the times, and ready to dive into this new music that we are about to catch up on.
Ready to dive in. Yeah, we did miss a lot when we were gone. Just real quick, shout out to Renee Good. Shout out to Alex Preddy. Year 2 or year 7, I guess. Here we are in ghetto ass America. You ready?
Yep.
Let's get into the weekly playlist.
It's the weekly playlist, mother.
Y'all better get up on. Y'all better get into this weekly playlist.
It's the weekly playlist, y'all. Weekly playlist.
To keep up with our weekly playlist, follow us on Instagram at On The Way Weekly, where we release it every week. This week we've got Act 2 by Sasha Keeble, November Scorpio by Tiana Major 9, Icon by Brent Fayez, and Campellation by Camper. Black Queen.
For my first project this week, I had Act 2 by Sasha Keeble. She's a singer and songwriter from South London, and this is the deluxe version of her EP Act Right, which was released in June of 2025. I've been super excited to press play on this ever since she teased it, and just wait. I got hip to Sasha Keeble in 2024 with her single Hold Up was trending. I saw her perform songs off her EP last August, and now we have Act 2. This project has 5 new tracks, which I cannot get enough of. Ceiling Fan, I feel like should have been longer, but I guess is what we love about interludes. We love them so much, we want the full version, and it gets good right when you have that ear climax, and I love that. Nobody is definitely that song that you sing when you're wine drunk while pouring another glass, thinking about how a person got you really fucked up. Because you already know that you're the best. But I love the choral vocals on there, especially on the Nobody part. Like, I feel like that part was so gold. And the choral vocals, as we know, is not even a choir. It's Sasha Keeble stacking her vocals. That Nobody part is such a perfect touch. Thai Cheese, a single that she teased after she had dropped the initial EP. And I love that song. It has a funky, jazzy production to it. It's catchy and smooth at the same exact time. Heal Something is a callback to the first track, Feel Something, which is at the top of Act 2. And my favorite song at the moment has to be Tell Me What You Want. Whenever I want to put somebody on Sasha Keeble, I will play this song for them. And remind them that it's all her on all these stacked vocals. That song has too many layers. The pre-chorus is gold. The chorus, the verses, all of it.
Ain't gotta keep counting. Stay down until you drown. Oh, I still got endless rounds. Girl, you make me the proudest. You done made me up playful. On my knees, I'm so grateful. Feel so good inside, I could die. And you didn't leave me, you could come see me. Leave it all in me, but when I'm touching you there, you know your purpose, don't be so nice.
I love Act 2. Still not an album, and I'm enjoying this whole journey.
As soon as you said "Tell Me What You Want," I immediately jumped into Drew Hill. Started, tell me what you want.
Oh,
Tell me.
you will draw up a hill when you hear that song, all right?
Oh, okay, all right. It's cool. This week for my first project, I had something I think I'm getting to know way too well. The November Scorpio by Tiana Major 9. Who's from London, England. This is her debut album. I thought that this was her second album, but it's not. Her first album was called At Sixes and Sevens, and then she turned it into a EP, and that alone like kept me fed for like the past 6 years. And so this is her debut album, and I love it. Some of the features on here are Yeba, Keon Harold, and some of the producers. The main producer on here is Progression, spelled Prgrshn, and he's the main producer. He's on every single song. And some of the contributing producers are Brody Miles and Jonah Christian, to name a few. There is I was going to say there's no sophomore slump here, but there is no debut doubt at all. There's no doubt that this is going on my top 20 of the year. I can just tell automatically. The whole album felt like oxygen. It felt like fresh air. It feels like this is the kind of R&B to start the year with. It was a great full journey into self-reflection, to love, protecting your peace. And she was like presenting herself as a growing, healing woman. Have your way with me. You have a way with words. Have your way with me. It had me in my feels immediately. Such the delivery, the double entendres, the meaning, the singing. Waikiki, the second song, is such a vibe. Though that's the style of hip hop. It's like there's like a certain style of like hip-hop neo-soul drums that go with soulful singing. It's like this signature kind of British R&B style, if you know what I'm talking about. And I really loved it on her. She does it really, really good.
She's also from the UK?
Yeah.
Oh, we started off the playlist with 2 UK artists.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Grace. It talks about giving yourself grace and that it's all good. The way she sings to herself, it's like... She also came up with a whole album called Major Mantras. It was like a couple years ago. And it was just talking and some singing, but just like, you know, I can tell that she's a self-reflective, really self-reflective person. I felt her soul through her voice on Alone. That is an example of why I love Tiana Major 9. From the voice to the vocal arrangement and the music progression of the song, the vulnerability, that is some UK soul that I am so grateful to have encountered.
Change you never. You just do whatever you want, and I let you, but I deserve better. Done giving up way too much. Come get your stuff. Used to think you were the cure. What's the point in trying more? Love don't live in here no more. No more. I think I'm better off alone. I think I'm better off alone. Can't turn this house into a home. I think I'm better off alone.
I forget the name of the song with Yebba. The name of the song, Always, with Yebba. The way that they just trail each other and compliment each other. All that UK soul singing. It was great. So, Tiana, I'm proud of you. You're on my list as like one of my top favorite vocalists as well of the last decade. Like there's Emily King, there's Jasmine Sullivan, there's India Shawn, and
Alex Isley.
And you are like, I guess I shouldn't put Jasmine on that list, but you're on that list with them. Like, you're one of my ones. You're one of my ones, girl. Love it.
My second project this week, I had Icon by Brent Faiyaz. Brent is a singer-songwriter and producer from Columbia, Maryland, and this is his third solo studio album. I was introduced to Brent on Goldlink's single Crew featuring Shy Glizzy, where he sang the hook back in 2016. Wow. 10 years later, and here we are with his third studio album. That's crazy. Since then, he's released 7 EPs, 1 mixtape, and 3 other studio albums. I would describe Brent's music as melodic, makeup, breakup, slightly toxic at times, but overall good tunes. This album has productions from Raphael Sadiq, Chad Hugo, and Benny Blanco, to name a few. So I had a few favorites. I love Wrong Places. To me, it gave that Brent vibe that I'm used to. The song Have To threw me off because his vocals are enhanced in like a more high-pitched. It's a lovely song, but I didn't like his vocals on there, if that makes sense. Like, I would rather have heard that song with his regular vocals.
But
so hopefully he'll release...
It had like a sample effect on it?
Yeah, it was like a high-pitched tone on there. I also loved Butterflies. I feel like that's my favorite song at the moment. It gives me Do You Like Me? Yes, no, maybe, check here. Very puppy love type song.
How do you feel? Is it anything like I feel? Is it anything like I feel? touch you. How do you feel? Is it anything like I feel? Is it anything like I feel?
Yes or no? Song. I really, really love that song. He hits this high falsetto in World Is Yours, which made me go, whoa, okay. You're stepping it up for this album, and I see that.
Well.
More grown.
Well.
I like that. And I just realized earlier today that he released a director's cut to the project with 2 extra songs. One of them being One For You, which I like. That contains the beginning samples of If by Destiny's Child, so like the harmony part at the beginning of that song. Yes. So I feel like overall, this is one of my favorite Brent projects. There's some growth there. It's like, I don't know, like when you can tell when a junior is ready for their senior year. It's that kind of maturity I feel with this project. So I really, really, really enjoyed it. And I'm happy about that.
Word. Well, this week for my second project, I had Campilation by DJ Camper, who is from, who's from Atlantic City, New Jersey. I didn't know he was a Jerseyan. This is his first compilation or campilation project, actually. Some of the features on here, all the features on here, because it was a producer's album, were stacked, I tell you. Lucky Day, Ari Lennox and Jeremiah, Jill Scott and Ty Dolla $ign, Sid and Tank. I'll get to that. Stevie Wonder, Juan Moore, Alex Isley, and Rose Gold. Like, I think this might have earned its way onto the top 20 already, too. Tone Stiff, Aaron Ray, and Terrace Martin, Brandy, Norwood, and your personal favorite, Victoria Monet. I don't think that there was room to fail. It was his to lose. It was his to mess up, and he did not. He just didn't. It was really,
I love that.
It was really, really good. You know him from producing so many things in the last decade, including Mary J. Blige's Strength of a Woman album and Brandy's B7. Of course, a couple tracks for Alex Isley. This campilation has so many gems I'm going to go out of order, but I love when songs nowadays, like Love Me on the album, say featuring Stevie Wonder, but it's just him playing the harmonica. I feel like he was like, but this is all I got to give you, all right? That's all I got for you. But the song was already great on its own, and Uncle Stevie playing at the end was just the cherry on top. Ooh Wee features Jill Scott and Ty Dolla $ign, and they're crossing genres to talk about the great equalizer, which is, what would you think it is, based on the name of the song?
Denzel Washington.
Weed. They're 2 super transparent artists in their own rights who, came together to make a really transparent song about smoking on that ooh wee. And I feel like I heard a Rick and Morty ooh wee reference at the end. If that's the case, Kemper, I really like you, dog. Waiting on You featuring Tone Stiff is such a beautiful song. All around vocals, instrumentation, and production. Amazing. And I was so glad to hear Tone Stiff. He's one of those voices that can easily be the future of R&B. And he also, when he sings the you part of the song, he kind of has a very similar tone to Marsha Ambrosius. Like, them two in a song might be really cool. But I hope Tone continues to get more and more, shine and use, because he's amazing.
If you wanna rock, we can roll. Waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. Yeah. If you're ready to go, then come with me from city to city. I'll take you right on the road. If you want, bring your friends, you can bring them. Your job, you can quit it.
War featuring Ari Lennox and Jeremiah. That might be one of my favorite songs on the whole project. Who knew? Who knew Jeremiah had something for me in 2026? The production is automatically reminiscent of the work that he done on Mary J. Blige's Thick of It on the Strength of a Woman album. And then it gets to sounding like something that could have been on Chance the Rapper's coloring book. But the trade-off and the back and forth between the two of them, between Ari Lennox and Jeremiah on there, was top tier, super dope. And then he just did things on here that you didn't know you needed. I mean, the 16 Summers with Alex Isley sits in my soul. But he got Sid and Tank on the same record. I didn't know I needed that. But that was some great A&R'ing right there. And Speak to Me, I'm sorry, and Back and Forth featuring Brandy. That Juan Moore song, top to bottom, great project.
This week for our honorable mentions, we had the albums Peace by Terrace Martin, The Fall Off by J. Cole.
Peace and Passion by Terrace Martin, sorry.
It was not Peace and Passion.
Well, Peace by Terrace Martin, then the other one, Passion, that he released also by Terrace Martin. But I saw him live during Grammy Week, I must say. I didn't talk about Grammy Week. I saw him live during Grammy Week at a mic toss that I went to with Rob for the first time. Amazing.
She's on strike trying to raise the fare. So think we go pollute the air. Make it go round, 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 round. Make it go round, 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 round. Make it go round, round. Make it go round. Make it go round. Make it go round and 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 round.
That was a bucket list. And Kim Burrell showed up too at the Kenyon Dixon mic toss. It was amazing.
He simply says, don't bother hating me, 'cause I already love you. Oh, don't bother hating me, 'cause baby, I already love you. But you don't know what I said about you, Miss Burrell. It don't matter, 'cause I already love you. That's why we ought to be.
Keep going.
This week for our honorable mentions, we had Peace by Terrace Martin, The Fall Off by J. Cole, Pedal Rock Black by Willow, and To Whom This May Concern by Jill Scott.
Jill's song on that album with Tierra Whack, Northside, because they're both from Philly, that song goes hard. Love it. They're rapping. You're rapping Jill.
Rapping Jill.
Say I'm a mean bitch, I'm an Illuminati, but ain't nowhere near around here when I write these songs. When I when I raise my son, atone for my sins. When I stack my papes, when I deal with these men, none of them could ever be me. JILLSCOTT in the place to be, North Philly, baby.
It's a Thursday and I left my blues in the backseat of an Uber, Hollywood, hallelujah. I've been seeing right through you. These bars are nasty while I'm spitting them out. And once I tell you my price, won't take no different amounts. Okay, I think I finally figured it out. I am the greatest, always in the latest, like Lauren. So pardon
And
my
now it's time for
Music news. All right, Khalil, what have we missed while we're gone?
Missed a lot. So let's talk about the Grammys, and then we can talk a little bit about the Super Bowl. I just want to talk about, so far, our top 20. We released our top 20 of 2025 list. Of course, we did the episode, and then we released the list on Instagram. And so on that list, we listed people who were also nominated for Grammys. So I just want to talk about, from that list, the people that we talked about who won Grammys this year. We can start with the Clips. The Clips won their first Grammy for Best Rap Performance for Chains and Whips featuring Kendrick Lamar. And that also helped Kendrick Lamar become the rapper with the most Grammys. He beat out Jay-Z as well. But I was just really, and also got to see the clips in Grammy Week thanks to Waldy, who got us tickets to the United Masters party, and they were the headliners with Big X the Plug and
nice.
Armani. But Big X the Plug was great. Got to see the clips. That was bucket list. And then they won a Grammy that weekend, and I was really happy for them. And their performance, they made it snow on CBS, on Donald Trump's CBS. They had cocaine falling. It was beautiful.
Very masterpiece.
It was beautiful. Tyla, she also won. She didn't win anything for WWP, which is what we talked about, but she won. She won a Grammy for Push to Start for the song on the deluxe album. And then Lady Gaga, of course, won Best Pop Vocal Album for Mayhem. And then she won Best Dance Pop Recording for Abracadabra. And she did a great job performing on it. Her performance was great as well on the Grammys. Leon Thomas, he's considered one of the biggest winners of the night because he took home 2 awards. He was nominated for 6 and took home 2. So he won Best R&B Album for Mutt, and then he won Best Traditional R&B Performance for the song Vibes Don't Lie. And
very nice.
Very, very, very deserving. And the performances, the main thing to talk about, everybody else was nice, but that D'Angelo tribute, it came through. It was amazing. I have one critique. Bilal, Lauren as the host and the anchor, that was exactly what it needed to be. Having everybody come in and out, that was perfect. Only thing I wish you would have done, it would have had the son introduce it. Would have had D'Angelo's son introduce it. And then also, with all the 10 minutes of that whole thing, you put Angie Stone's face up there. But you could have also thrown in an Angie Stone song, 30 seconds
those are my same critiques.
If you would have did that, it would have been. It was like a 90%.
It would have been perfection.
It was a 90%. That would have made it 100. Yeah.
I would have loved the Fuji reunion as well.
Sorry, Pros. Oof. I was reminded today that R. Kelly is not getting out until 2045. That is 19 years. Not that I want him to get out. I'm just saying, that really stuck with me today. Damn, he's not getting out of jail for not 20 years. It just made me think, I don't ever want to go to jail. Okay, I've been watching Karen tell her stories about watching Wendy get ready to tell hers. God forbid. I don't want no parts of no jail. Lord, please, don't ever let me get there. Oh, okay.
Is that how you're going to end it?
No. And then also, and so we missed this. So that was Grammy weekend. But then the following weekend, and then, of course, Bad Bunny, he won Album of the Year, which is really dope. Because then after that, he went from there right into the Super Bowl. And I didn't understand a damn word, but I knew all the vibes. I got it. I saw that there was a lady from I think they had a lady from the Heights in there, or someone from New York in the little bodega shop. She was big and famous. He had a whole bunch of Easter eggs in there. He had Ricky Martin pop up, Cardi B, Jessica Alba, Pedro Pascal, Karol G, all these people just hidden Easter eggs.
Lady Gaga performed the salsa version of Die With a Smile.
Y'all want something white? Here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that.
She agreed, and she knew what it was too. And that was her and Bruno Mars song "Die with a Smile" with the
salsa version. The both Super Bowls, last year's and this year's, are cousins.
Yeah.
They are political as we try to say that, oh, you can't put politics into sports, those were political performances put into the Super Bowl.
I love that Jay-Z.
I
I
love
love
that.
that Jay-Z like met him halfway, I guess, and chose him because he's like he didn't do his tour here, Bad Bunny. He didn't do his American tour because of what's going on here with ICE and whatnot. And I think there's another reason, but he was not trying to put his fans in danger. And but to not do the tour, but to do the Super Bowl, and everybody still get to see you. That's huge. That's dope. And I also learned that he was so bulked up the whole time because he had a bulletproof vest on underneath. I'm always ready for just in case. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, apparently he walks around like that now.
Word.
In other music news, so it's concert season. Like I said earlier, y'all getting your tax return soon, and these artists, they can smell your pockets. So one of these artists, J. Cole, he actually dropped the dates for the Fallout tour
It's called
this
the Fall.
past Monday.
Wait, the tour is called the Fall Out or the Fall?
I believe. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, the Fall Off tour.
Okay, I'm gonna
the
say
Fall
the
Off
album
World
is
Tour.
Fall
Sorry
Off.
about
Okay.
that. So hundreds and thousands of fans have been trying to buy tickets, and guess where they're being sold at? Ticketmaster, y'all. Well.
Nah, that's gonna end.
On Tuesday,
The hole in your
yesterday,
wallet.
mind you, the artist pre-sale tickets went live in North America, and people were dropping screenshots online at the queues. Somebody even said that Beyonce shit wasn't even like this. They dropped a screenshot of the queue. They were 76,964,000.
Just watch it, the live stream, girl. Just watch it on Twitter.
Okay, another fan dropped in, and and this is for the Charlotte screenshots for the Charlotte at the Spectrum Center. Another fan dropped a screenshot. They were 197,484.
What
queue.
did you just say? What did you just say to me? That's not even a place.
197,484.
Just it shouldn't be a place. I should be able to log on, get the ticket, and that's it. I shouldn't be in no place. Are there tickets? Are they there?
Another person dropped a screenshot which said there were 206,352nd in line. And there were several screenshots. Someone also tweeted, did I get the J. Cole tickets? Yes. Will I be in debt? Yes. Do I regret it? Hell no. And then other people tweeted their disappointments. And this brings me back into the feels that we felt before when we were in line when I was in line a few times for Miss Carter and her tours, and how these queues that you're in, and it says that, hey, you're in line, but there are 93,000 people in front of you. If we were standing outside,
I would go home. I wouldn't even get
this
in
would
the
not be a
line.
thing.
I wouldn't even get in the line. I don't like lines outside of clubs or nothing. I see lines. I say, no, tonight's not the night. If I seen that in person.
250,000 people in queue trying to buy tickets for J. Cole's Fall Off tour is insane.
That's crazy.
It's insane. Okay, and that's only on the East Coast. We don't even know what the queues are looking like over for the UK, Europe, New Zealand, South Africa, and Australia, which he's going to tour there as well.
Well, I mean, at least the good news for J. Cole is, he's not in no danger of really falling off,
It's been almost a decade since his last tour, which was in 2017 for the For Your Eyes Only World Tour. So this is good.
Came out after all the smoke is done between Kendrick and Drake. Great time, and just climb on out that hole and get that money.
I guess.
Can't be bad.
But it's also very frustrating because
light-skin hustle, baby. I respect
it's not only the fact that fans and people don't actually get a chance to go to these concerts and things, when you do actually stand in line and when you do get to the front, these tickets are costing you rent and your insurance for the next 3 months. And that's the frustration.
Yeah.
And I feel like something got to give.
If you want good seats, unless you're just willing to get the nosebleeds that are $400.
Those nosebleed seats are still this. Yeah.
Like that's where I've been relegated to now, because I'm not paying no more than $300 max dollars for no concert ticket. That's crazy.
But it's just really ridiculous. And Ticketmaster, I will always blame you as the culprit, because I already know that there are bots and resellers who are getting access to these tickets way ahead of actual people. And that's what the problem is.
It's gotta end. It's gotta end somehow. Music, art is for the people. It's made for the people. Broadway plays, it's made for the people. It's not made for the highbrow. Art is made for the people. And people need access to the art. On the way, listeners, even though we couldn't understand the word, what were some of your favorite moments from the Super Bowl performance?
Tweet us at On The Way Weekly and let us know.
We're gonna go.
And we'll be right back.
Just to take it slow.
I've been working all night and now I need to hear you call my name. Where you at? On the way. How far? On the way. Poppin', poppin' on the way. How far we take it all the way? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I've been going all day and now I need to hear you say my name.
We're back, and it's time to get into
the blackness.
Don't touch my head.
It's just me against the world.
Who taught you to heat your felt?
The blackness. Keep on.
Here we talk about the world, i.e. black political and social issues, as we see them through our point of view. What's going on this week, Khalil?
Well, this week we have to say goodbye. This week we're saying goodbye to global civil rights icon Jesse Jackson, who passed away yesterday at the age of, I think he was 84. Yep, at the age of 84. Which is really ironic, because I believe that's the same year that he ran his infamous presidential campaign and won the Democratic, and when he ran for the Democratic nomination. Yeah, man, it's really full circle saying goodbye to Jesse Jackson, but I think after 84 years, if we have to say goodbye to black civil rights leaders, I prefer to do it in Black History Month. So thank you for holding on, brother. Thank you for holding on. But he passed away yesterday. But he has a life that expanded, that his life includes so many accomplishments that were instrumental to black people's come up and change, to our growth, to our evolution in this country. We talk about Operation Breadbasket, where he was working with Martin Luther King, and he used consumer boycotts to pressure white-owned businesses to hire black workers. We can talk about we can talk about Operation Push, where that was advocating for black economic self-help and political power. The National Rainbow Coalition, that was kind of the first. If we talk about the Obama coalition, Jesse Jackson was the first one to really come around and get a whole coalition of people outside of just the black community to really work together, the gay people, white people, to lean into the diversity of of the voter makeup in America. The Wall Street Project, that was in 1997. That was to help also promote economic growth between minorities. Those are just his civil rights works. But like I said, in 1984, he ran for the Democratic nomination. He was like the first, before Bill Clinton, that was like the closest thing we had to black representation in the White House. And then Bill got there, and everybody called him the first black president. Then Obama ran, and Jesse got...
I hate that.
Yeah, then Obama ran. If you remember, Jesse low-key got pissed. Jesse wasn't a fan of Obama first. Who didn't go coming around here trying to take my... But then they came around. He came around, but they wasn't a fan at first. He said, who's this guy? But then in 2000, he won the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He's also earned the NAACP Spin Yarn Award. Jesse Jackson was, of course, a huge part of Martin Luther King's inner circle. I want to know what he really needed to talk to him about that day on the roofs, on the balcony, so bad. But Hosea Williams, go watch what Hosea. I would also tell you to go watch what Hosea Williams has to say about Jesse Jackson. Hosea Williams, yes, Lee Portion Williams' grandfather, who was also a civil rights activist, he got some things to say about Jesse Jackson. However, Jesse Jackson told us that he told young kids, young black kids, he's made sure that they knew that I am somebody.
Yes, when I met him back in my freshman year of high school, I forgot what trip I went to, but he was there and he gave that I am somebody speech. And I wasn't aware that this is a speech that he's been giving since the 70s. And I just recently saw a clip of him on Sesame Street giving that same speech. And I was like, wait a minute.
I am somebody.
Somebody. Yeah, he made us recite it. And I was like, I am
I didn't know you
somebody.
met him. Wow, look at that. That's dope.
Yeah, I did.
And keep hope alive. That's Jesse Jackson, baby. So, thank you for your life. Thank you for your legacy. And I'm sure we're going to be celebrating you all year long.
Rest in peace. This week for my Queen Spotlight, I wanted to shine a beautiful light on a pioneer, a part of Black history. Her name is Carmen E. Turner. For those of you who don't know who Carmen E. Turner is, she's the first African-American woman to lead a major public transit agency. She's actually born in Teaneck, New Jersey. She graduated from Howard University
Talk about
in
the
1968.
track. Talk about the track. It's a good track.
I knew you would do that. She grew up in Washington, D.C. She graduated from Howard in 1968, later earning her master's degree in public administration and political science from the American University in 1972. She was a major figure in the American public education system, best known for leading Washington, D.C.'s public school system. She also served as superintendent of the District of Columbia Public School Systems from 1981 to 1988, and one of the most visible school leadership roles in the U.S. at that time. Before her superintendent role in transportation, she led student transportation services in several large school districts, gaining national recognition for improving efficiency. And of course, later on in her career, she continued consulting and working in an education policy and leadership development. She became the general manager of the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority, the Metro, DC Metro, what they call it out there. I don't know, DC folks. Speak up, you one of them. The DC Metro, that's what y'all call it?
That's what it's called.
Got it.
I don't know about y'all call it. But.
And she also served under the secretary of the Smithsonian Institution. Carmen E. Turner passed away on December 5th, 1997, and she was 73 years old at the time of her death. So, rest in peace. And also, thank you for your contributions. And happy Black History Month.
Thank you. Happy Black History Month.
On the way, listeners, which historical figure stands out for you this Black History Month?
Tweet us On The Way Weekly and let us know.
We're gonna go.
And we'll be right back.
For nobody but you. You don't need nobody else. Is you trying to see me later? Sending pictures from my phone and flooding up your database. Cause I don't be waiting for nobody but you.
It's a wrap. It's time to get out of here, but not before we leave you with some encouragement. Once again, you can find our quotes on our social media every week at On The Way Weekly. This week our quote says,
If my mind can conceive it and my heart can believe it, I know I can achieve it. Does that sound familiar?
I feel like I just saw that on a plaque upstairs in the bathroom.
That's because that is from Jesse Jackson.
Okay.
And that's where I pulled this quote from.
Right.
There were a few quotes I wanted to choose from him for this
Wait,
week.
can you
but
say
I
it
felt
again?
like,
Can you say it again? How does it go?
if my mind can
I want
conceive
to say it like him. If my mind can conceive it,
and my
and my heart
can believe
can
it,
believe it,
I know I can achieve it.
I can achieve it.
But I love this quote because it is motivational and it's real. Truthfully speaking, it's all about just making sure that you know whatever you believe can come into life and you can make it happen. And things can be achieved and things can be succeeded as long as you know they can happen. It's so motivational because it's like, just never give up, regardless of whatever you're going through, whatever is going on around you, around us, around in these times. Just know that if you have a goal to set, accomplish that goal, keep that goal first, because you know you can achieve it. So just make it happen.
Yeah, a very simple but very powerful message that was really probably very instrumental or necessary at the time he said it for black kids, specifically coming out of civil rights, during civil rights, coming out of that turning point of America. Just knowing simple things. It's the most, iconic kind of power that we all have as humans that we kind of forget sometimes that we flex. But yeah, you conceive, believe, achieve. I think any of the biggest, our favorite biggest inventors or most successful business people or some of the best products we like are all based in that, and it's something that we can all do. So
Amen.
yeah, love that. Take that reminder anytime. Well, if you're looking for me, like I said, I was in Teaneck. I was so glad to be back home for the Terpsy show. It was great to the reason to have to come back home was for community. That was really cool. And
That's
that was
nice.
cool. And now I'm down here for work, doing some music direction. So if you're looking for me, you can find me in DC at the moment, or on Instagram, or just Instagram at KAHLILXDANIEL. You can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/KXDmusic. You can find all my music streaming on the Apple, the Tidal, the Spotify, anywhere that you download or stream music. And you can find everything else on my website at KhalilDaniel.com.
And if you're looking for me, you can find me mainly on Twitter, catching the laughs, because you gotta laugh, do this shit. SYLVEEJONES.
And for everything else you heard this week, you can find us on our website at instinctent.com/ontheway and mochapodcastsnetwork.com/ontheway.
And if you love what you hear, please make sure to like, subscribe. Tell everyone that the On The Way podcast is back. We're streaming on all DSPs, Apple, Spotify, wherever you can find a podcast, you can find the On The Way podcast.
That's right. I hope you guys enjoyed our interviews, more of our interviews from the HBCU First Look Film Festival. This week we're getting into the ones, you can tell we've been getting into the ones. This week we started with some of the festival winners, and we're going to continue that next week. Oh, that's a great name. I just saw your title. That's a great name. And but in the meantime, make sure you all head to Tubi and make sure you check out all those movies that all those students had the chance to get put up on Tubi through the HBCU First Look Film Festival.
Love that.
A great place. I watched Strut the Yard with some of my Howard friends the other day, because that one specifically is about the fashion show at Howard and all the stuff that they had to get in to go through to get into it. And they loved it because they used to do that kind of stuff. I was stuck in a fine arts building, but they did the fashion shows and all like that, and they were like, oh my God, they were taking it back. Make sure you go see Him Plus by Brother Chaz. There's so many great films. The HBCU First Look Film Festival really came through, and now you can go to Tubi and see everything yourself.
Love that. Shout out to Tubi.
All right. It's been a minute. Is there anything else? No.
That's it.
That's it. We will see you. So glad.
See you on the World Wide Web.
Yeah. Glad to be back. Love you, Sylvee.
I'm here because I don't want to get
Say
fired.
I love you.
I love you too, Khalil. Sometimes.
Bye. Bye, everybody. See you next week.
Goodbye.
Yeah, okay. We stress, we grind 1 time, 3 times. You time, me time, we time. We roll, tree time, rewind, late night, be mine. Yeah, and you know that's for sure. I cleared the schedule, so you know that's a go. Okay, we stress, we grind 1 time, 3 times. You time, me time.